Hello and good morning. It is Dragon. Hi, Dragon. Hi, Dragon. Hi, Bubba. Hello. Hi, Dragon. After that, hi. Welcome to another episode of Adventures in Sewing, in which I'm going to try and take this fabric. It is a very pretty lace. And then I also have a liner, and I'm going to turn it into this. To get this started, I got the lining fabric as part of a mystery fabric kit from Mood for my birthday, and then I got the lace. Don't pull, don't pull, don't pull, don't pull. Thank you. Move along. I got the lace from a thrift store. I thought it was a tablecloth, but looking at it, it's not cut straight, it's not hemmed. So I think it's just fabric that they thought was like a doily or a tablecloth. And then they put in the linen section. So I've already, pick these guys up, already done, focus, are you gonna focus? Nope. I've already done a burn test. This is my liner. You can't really see it. It melted and it beaded up. So these are both synthetics of some kind, which is what I figured. So I got some Rit Dymore synthetic in smoky blue. And I also got the Color Stay dye fixative just in case there is some cotton in there or some sort of blend. I also got that behemoth, which is a home brewing kit that I'm going to turn into a dye vat because it's already got the temperature gauge so I can keep track of the consistency, and it's got a nozzle so I can drain afterward. I found that at Goodwill for 10 bucks. I was hoping to just get a really big stainless steel pot, and I got even more. So I'm excited. 10 bucks, no idea what it retails. But I'm gonna get everything set up. We have a party to go to. I obviously cannot do this dyeing process in that time period, so I'm just gonna get set up. This is kind of a better look. Here is my fabric. I'm going to do the Layla tunic dress from Mood, and I really like these scallop edges, so I want to keep those. This just barely works for the amount of fabric I have. I really don't have a lot. Whoa, oh no. I really don't have a lot, but I think it's really pretty, and I want to work with it, even if I just keep throwing it on the ground. And then I have just this white synthetic. I do have to double layer this because you can, I don't know if you can really see, yeah, you can see my dress through it, but double layer it, you don't see anything. So I will have to double layer this. I don't have a ton of this. I hope I have enough. I haven't laid it out yet, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. So right now I'm going to weigh this to see how much water I actually need, and then I'm going to fill up my pot and get everything as set up as it can be without actually starting the heating process, because we do have to leave in about an hour, and I want to get this started as soon as I get home. Over a pound. I'm going to go ahead and, not right now, not right this second. I'm just going to go ahead and do a bit more than half of this bottle when, buddy, no. I'm not going to grab your stool right this second. I'll grab it in just a minute, okay? And then you can watch what I'm doing. I'm going to do just about half of this bottle. I'm tempted to do more. It says for polyester. I don't know if these are polyester. I think I might just use the whole bottle. Because why not? So that's a little over 3 gallons of water. I just wanted to get to that temperature gauge. So it's probably like 3.5. So we are back. We just came back from the birthday party. It was super fun. I got the cap off of this. It actually reads really, do the influencer thing. Reads really purple, which it'll be fine. It'll be what it'll be. I don't have a lot of purple, but I assume this isn't. No, it's smoky blue. I assume it's accurate. But this will probably take a while to get 3 gallons to heat up. So I'm just going to check on it periodically and clean up my house. So I changed back into my kind of like house dress, and I've got gloves. I've already added the detergent. We're hovering right around 200, and now I'm going to add my half a bottle of Rit. It smells weird, but here we go. Let's see how we do.
I'm gonna cook the mist pot.
Yeah, it's so purpley. Like it steers really, really purple. Which again, if it's purple, it's really not a big deal. We have this spoon, which we really don't use. And it seems to be coming off. So put that on the steel. Here's what they look like before they go in. Again, they're stirring like super duper purple.
Super duper.
Oh no, there it goes. Huh.
Super duper. Cool. Super duper.
That is hot. Alright, I'm already liking it. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30-minute timer started.
So just, I'll check back with you in 30 minutes. Can't pick it up, and I can't really. It's turning a really nice shade of blue. I'm gonna let it go for 15 minutes.
It's turning blue.
It is turning blue, and it's really pretty. It's a really pretty shade of blue. So I'm gonna let it go for like 15 minutes and kind of take it out and decide. It did say it would be darker when. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. It would be darker. Hey, don't put stuff in the dishwasher. Do not put stuff in the dishwasher. Thank you. It would be darker when it was wet. So if this is the color that I want, I think that I want it to be a little deeper for it to be this color when dry. I don't know if you can really see that, but I think it's coming out nice.
Yeah.
Look at that pretty blue color.
It's a dress.
It will be. If this is all it takes, prepare to be sick of me because this has been really easy thus far. I'm only on step 1, but thus far I'm really happy with my results. I'm really happy with this process. I'm having a pretty good time, but we'll see how it goes. But I think I will have a lot of fun with this. Rit dye is not hard to come by. It's not that expensive. And I think it'll be a good time. I just realized I didn't mic myself for this video, but sorry. Whoa! Ooh, hot. We're adding a second implement. So I've got about 10 minutes left now. And I'm really happy with this color. I think I'm just gonna stick with it right now. And it says that this is safe to just pour outside with a stainless steel sink. So I might just do it there rather than doing it outside and then run it through the sink. Because I'm not going to do it in my bathtub because that thing is already hard as heck to clean just for normal stuff, let alone. See that? No, it's not. Let alone for normal stuff. So I think I'm just gonna do the sink because I don't think it'll stain. I really don't. So my towel. Just gonna set this up as best I can. Try to make it where my son can pull it down on himself. And spice. It seems like the lace is getting darker than the whatever the other thing is, which honestly I'm fine with. Alright, here we go. Oh, this is going to be interesting, trying to not touch my body like this. Jesus. Oh! That was heavy as hell! Okay, here we go! Make sure it ain't staining. So far, so good, no stains. So just kind of peeing that out. 8 gallons, I think it's on full. Yeah, it's on full. So just gonna wait for that and then wash it and then start all over with the Color Stay Dye Fixative because I do not know the composition of these garments. I don't know if they have non-synthetics in them. So we're just going to treat them as if they do. So this is what we're looking at. This is a little bit lighter, actually a little bit darker than it is in life, but I'm really happy with that. I'm about to set up the fixative and then I'll chuck these in the wash and hopefully be able to start cutting some fabric tonight. It is several many hours later. Excuse the wrench. It is several many hours later. This is washed, it's dried, it has been cut. This is obviously the lace portion. I have it just kind of all folded up, but I really don't like the shiny bits, so I'm gonna do it shiny side in. I'm really happy with this very dusty blue color. The other one also turned out nice. It's super wrinkly, so I have it hanging up in our bathroom so that I can steam it in the morning. The iron just didn't work out. Hello. Hello, it's day 2. I have hit a bit of a snag with this fabric. I don't know if you can really tell how freaking wrinkly this thing is. I washed and dried this and the lace fabric yesterday. The lace fabric is also wrinkly as all get out, but you can't really tell, and it laid flat enough, so it's fine. It's not a huge deal. That monstrosity, however, I have ironed it on all different settings. I have steamed it with both of the steamers that I own. I have washed, like I just put it through like a rinse and rotate cycle and then dried it, and it's still just as wrinkly as when I took it out yesterday. I don't know what to do, and at this point I just want to get this dress done, so I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and go with it as it is, and it's just gonna be a little crinkly, and that's just it. It'll be what it'll be. I don't know what else to do. I have ironed it, I've steamed it, I've washed it, I've done all the things. So now we're just gonna cut it. Day 3, I'm gonna be completely honest, when I cut everything out, I completely lost steam and just didn't want to do it anymore. So it's quiet time. I've got about an hour or so, and I'm going to try and go ahead and just bang this out to the best of my ability. I do have to double line it, so it will take a little bit longer than expected. I have no more light blue, so I have to use this silver, and I do have to make a bobbin for that. So I have this sewn together. This is my 2 layers. I thought about turning it right sides out because I've got, you know, like the marks and everything. But I ended up, when I did it, the straps were too thin. So what I'm going to do is, this is washable marker anyway, so it's just going to be what it will be. And now I'm going to actually get going on the normal process. So that means sewing this to the other pieces on the sides and at the center and at the straps. I'm going to do that with the lace and with the liner. I thought about doing French seams, but since I have to anchor everything together anyway, I don't really know if it's worth my time to do that. I am post-workout. It's now nighttime. I have sewn both pieces together, and now I'm about to attach them. This is the arm scythe, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sew around it and then do the same thing on the other side. And then I think it's the collar. I will check that. So I sewed this on, the collar, and I sewed it to the wrong side. I just realized that when I turned it inside out. So now I have to pick everything off and then go ahead and figure it out. I also noticed even though I cut it to size and everything, the collar is way too small, which that's been happening with a bunch of stuff on here. So I don't know if it's probably not the pattern, it's probably just my fabric was wrinkly, but I guess I'll have to try and find some space and see if I have enough to recut it. But I also directions don't make a lot of sense to me, like what it's advocating for, but obviously what I did was not correct, so maybe I should just follow exactly what it said and maybe it'll work. But I'm probably going to try that in the afternoon tomorrow because I am tired. Hello. We're currently on, I think, day 5 of this dress. I had to go through and unpick the entire thing, minus the side seams. So I had to unpick the shoulders. I had to get it off of the liner. I don't know if I'm just not a proficient enough sewist yet, but having an instruction that says, and here I'll quote it directly from this: attach your lining to the sequence layer at the arm sides. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Arm sides, I don't know. No T, so obviously it's arm side. Like you see above. That's all it says. Like you see above. Doesn't explain how, doesn't explain anything. And then in the comments, somebody had asked, like, hey, do we fold under or do we do a bag out method? And she said, I would recommend a bag out method. So now I'm Googling what is a bag out method. So I did that. And I don't know if I did something wrong, but she wasn't bagging. So then I unpicked the entire thing and And now I am going with a different thing. I looked for how to attach a liner to a dress, and I found a couple different tutorials that I think will be a little more worthwhile. So now I'm pinning my shell, which is what I found out the pretty fabric is called, to my liner. Then I'm gonna zert that. I had to make another collar because this one, despite being the exact size it says it is, does not fit. And the way that it told me to attach it would have created yucky raw edges. So I made my own. So this is very much not following the directions as applied, but when I tried to follow the directions, it just didn't work for me. So we'll see how it goes. It's the same day, I'm just in a different outfit. But I have a dress. So I attached the collar of the liner to the actual shell. I don't know what happened to the hems. The hem, look how scraggly that is. But I do have a little like flounce thing that's gonna go on there. I still need to press this and do the hook and eye closure in the back. I'm also going to press this part down so that it stays nice and flat. I might even tack this down. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be nice. It's very short. It's short. It is short for my comfort. So we shall see how it goes once I actually add the ribbon and flounce and all that. But I think I did good. But I am going to stop for the evening because it's 10 o'clock and I've been working on this for over an hour and I'm tired. I plan on wearing this to book club on Saturday. We'll see. It's a little ice skatery, but I think that's just the color. But we'll see if I make it by then. So I'm on the very last part of this. I've already sewn on the closure. I did that yesterday, I just hand sewed it. And now I've got my band. This is gonna be a short dress, but I've got my band. I'm going to sew it along one of the short ends and then pin it, sew it around, sew it to the side, and then roll the hem, and we're done. It's done. I think it came out really nice. I do have a few little fixes, like right there, that popped, and this side's a little bulky, but for the most part, I think it looks fantastic. It's very swishy. It's actually a good length. Like I don't feel like it's too short anymore. Obviously the inside's a bit shorter, but that's fine. I'm about to make a little tie to kind of bring in the waist because I don't think this looks casual enough for book club, but I don't want to permanently alter it because I really like this as like a more fancy outfit. But I'm done. So it took me the better part of a week, but I am finally done with the actual construction of this dress, and then I'll do the fixes and everything. I'm not gonna bother doing that on camera. So like, comment, subscribe, come hang out, watch me fumble my way through teaching myself how to do things again. So bye.